Morning guys, welcome to another video. So we're going to somewhere called Paronella Park. I was playing there when I was like 7, and it's got, what would you call the buildings?
I don't know, isn't it some Spanish migrant that built it?
It was a Spanish migrant. We will find more information about when we get there, but it was a Spanish migrant that built it. But it's covered in rainforest now, so it's kind of like this almost abandoned looking. It's really, really interesting. We'll head out of here, and we'll see what this Paronella Park is all about. I think we're just gonna buy some tickets. Thank you. What was that?
Go feed some fishes after.
You got some free fish food.
Complimentary fish food. I wonder what it tastes like.
Don't eat it. These are freshly out of the oven, just like warmed up in the microwave.
I love a scone.
He does. He loves a scone. Alright, so we've had a coffee and some delicious scones, very good scones. We're now waiting for the 10 o'clock tour to start. So we're going to do a half an hour guided tour around the gardens, and we'll take you along. There is some warning signs up saying that there are cassowaries in the park. So for anyone who doesn't know, they're very big, fairly aggressive birds. They're quite rare. Hopefully we can spot one and I'll get it on camera. But they've got a really beautiful like blue kind of throat thing and a really hard thing on its head. Very striking. Kind of like... Little helmet, yeah. Kind of like an emu shape, but they're smaller than an emu. No.
Heavier than an emu, but
heavier.
Smaller in stature.
Yeah, heavier than an emu, smaller in stature. So that's going to be cool if we can see that guy running around, or girl. Could be either.
Or a whole bunch, a whole squad.
Or a whole bunch, a whole squad. Like what? School?
Squad.
A squad
of cassowaries.
A squad of cassowaries. So while I'm walking down these steps, this place was built in the 30s by Jose Paronella, hence the Paronella name. He, slowly built things over many years. Spanish guy who made his money in cane farming, and instead of just lounging and enjoying his wealth, he decided to put it all into this park. So it's pretty amazing. It was abandoned, and then the new owners, the current owners, bought the place in the 90s, and now it's heritage listed. How's that bird? Hey buddy, having a good time?
I haven't fed the fish yet.
I know, you still got your fish food.
Maybe we'll feed some crocodiles as well.
Nowadays it's been closed, but I will tell you the reason. Doing that, he had another idea to dig through the tunnel.
This place, was a really popular attraction. It was right on what used to be the Bruce Highway. It's no longer the Bruce Highway. So it would have a lot of travellers coming through. There was, ice cream, there was a cinema, there was swimming, all that sort of stuff, all that good fun stuff. Ballroom, wedding venue. And him and his wife and his 2 kids ran it for many years, and then as these things happened, tragedy struck, He unfortunately passed away. The wife unfortunately passed away, and it was sort of sat in ruins for many years, and then in the 90s some new owners bought it, and so they had to kind of dig it out of the vines and the dirt to make it what it is today. They're doing all the works that they can to keep all the buildings in place, to stop concrete cancer, things like that, just to keep it in the current state that it is. So you can walk around, look at all the buildings, look at the amazing gardens, because the gardens are amazing. And there's lots of animals, there's bats, there's turtles, there's crocodiles in the swimming hole, which I'm pretty sure I've swum in that swimming hole. So the fact that
yeah, they don't let people swim in there anymore. Let's go find some turtles.
Yes, we're gonna go find some turtles and maybe try and spot this crocodile. What do you reckon?
Look at these little turtles. The idea of the fountain.
So what was this?
What?
What was this area? Do you remember?
The refreshments room.
Yeah, so cafe, all that sort of stuff was there. And then this is where they would swim. This is the pool that I was saying before. I'm pretty sure we used to swim here when there was nothing here. And now there are signs saying there's crocodiles in here, or potential crocodiles.
See what's there.
It wasn't that exciting.
All the crocodiles.
I know. What was it?
There's an eel and it's like this big.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that big boy.
I don't know if they can see that. That is a big eel. Oh my god.
Going way down now.
And that's the waterfall.
Oh, this is
Alright, so we've been like an hour and a bit. So we're going to head back to our little guy. We are planning on coming back into the park tonight to check out all the nighttime activities. So, and we got to park our van in the caravan park and stuff as well. So we'll do that now and see what all that's about. Not on the chair. Where is he? Where are you, Frankie? Is he asleep? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. How'd you go? Were you alright? Do you need to go to the toilet? Alrighty, we are in our camping spot that is included with your admission ticket. But yeah, it's I mean, it's very shady, but there's free power and free water here, so we'll probably just plug in and we don't need to worry about solar at all today. So I reckon it's shower night tonight.
What are you talking about? Shower not every night.
So that's exciting. I get to have a shower. It's hot. What? What's wrong?
Are you helping me vacuum, Frankie? Are you helping me vacuum? Talk about what?
The vacuum.
Oh, this is my vacuum. It's a DeWalt Dyson hybrid, as you can see. We went on eBay, or was it Amazon? I think it might have been Amazon.
Maybe Amazon.
It might have been Amazon. And they've got these little adapters you can get for the Dyson vacuums, which allow you to put your power tool batteries into. So it's just a little bit more convenient for us. And this is it. Like, we don't have the stick or anything. We just have the little brush, power brush, vacuum head. Yeah, works well.
Yeah. Mainly because our floor is carpet, which...
Yeah, we are
know,
forever vacuuming this carpet because Frank will be out in the grass, wet grass in the morning.
I vacuumed it this morning, and because we were somewhere that had been freshly mowed, it's got grass all over it again.
Yeah, got grass clippings everywhere. I think the adapter was like $40 or something. And
yeah,
we already had the battery because of all the power tools I've got back home. So
it was easy enough to install, wasn't it? That adapter.
Yeah, it's like a couple of screws.
Yeah.
That's a horrible noise. It's so horrible. Lunchtime.
What a spot. Beautiful rainforest beside us. And little doggies just sleeping. Sleep, sleep.
I'd really like to see a cassowary. That would be cool.
Yeah, cassowary and a crocodile. Can we please see some?
I want to see at the same time. I want to be able to see the cassowary over there and a crocodile over there in the same moment.
Yeah.
You know what would be even cooler?
What?
A fight between a cassowary and a crocodile. What would that look like? Only AI could give us a glimpse of what such a thing could be. Who would win?
Crocodile. Who would win between an emu and a cassowary? We know who would win between an emu and a human. An emu. You've heard of the emu wars? If you want something fun to look at online, Google Australian emu wars. In like the 1800s, I think it was the 1800s, I could be wrong, there was a legit war between emus and people. And I'm pretty sure like the emus held their own.
What?
Well, they killed a lot of humans.
What?
Google it.
The Emu War, or Great Emu War, was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia over the later part of 1932 to address public concern over a number of emus said to be destroying crops in the Champion district within the wheat belt of Western Australia. The unsuccessful attempts to curb the population of emus employed Royal Australian Artillery soldiers armed with Lewis guns, leading the media to adopt the name Emu War when referring to the incident. Although many birds were killed, the emu population resisted and continued to cause crop destruction.
So apparently, because I feel like Freddie didn't go into it in depth enough, because I think it's hilarious. The emus won the war after 6 days with emu fatalities in the low hundreds. The shooting was temporarily halted, then abandoned a few weeks later. Subsequent requests for military help were refused. Instead, the government introduced a bounty scheme who had little impact on the emu populations. So they won. They successfully resisted enough. The army was like, yeah, nah bro. We're not gonna do this anymore. Oh, he's not so sure. make sure he doesn't go over. Croc warnings. Yes, yes. Hey, Crocs. You know what there is? Plenty of mosquitoes. No. Can't cut across. I'm gonna follow the path. Okay, so it is now well and truly the afternoon. We've been working pretty much all afternoon after we walked around the park this morning. Which has been good because we did need to get a bit of work done, and it's nice being in such a sort of shady rainforesty area to sort of sit and do computer work in is really nice. So I'm just cooking up Frankie's dinner of mince, pumpkin, carrot and rice, and I'm racing against the clock. We kind of lost track of time a bit, and we have a nighttime tour, guided tour, that we booked in at 7 o'clock tonight. We did a tour today, and then this one tonight. They apparently they light everything up, and I can imagine it's going to look really sort of dramatic and amazing, so I'm really excited to see it all lit up. So we're heading to meet our guide to do this nighttime tour. We're a bit early after all that running around, but yeah, pretty exciting.
Spooky.
Spooky. Gonna see any ghosts. Yeah, I think it's the story that's so lovely.
Yeah. It is, it's quite moving, isn't it? It's this one person's vision, and
but then
look
also
at all these people now.
the next couple who bought it, who believed in that vision.
Yeah.
Yes, just play it in the car.
Yeah, I swear they were playing anime music before.
That was a song from an anime film. I guess it's probably not, you know, it's probably not, it was written before then.
Which way do we go? Up here? Good morning, guys. So we are still parked at the caravan park at Paronella Park. We've been able to fill up our water. We plugged in all night, so we're like fully charged, and it's 8:30 in the morning, which is great, even though it is sunny today, but we just thought we'd plug in anyway. What else did we do? I got rid of the rubbish here as well. I did a really small load of laundry. They had quite cheap machines compared to like a normal laundromat, so I did a really quick load of laundry. I did an order, so we got a wholesale order a couple nights ago, so I just made that up and did that then. You can actually see a video of me making that order on Instagram if you're curious. So checkout's at 10, but we're going to head out pretty soon. We're going to go park in the front public parking where there's some shade, and we're going to have one last walk around the park. So yesterday when we did our walk around, we were walking as part of the tour group, which was really great, and it was really good to hear the story behind the park. I think that's the most like moving part of the whole place, is just the story. Now we're going to go in on our own and just walk around on our own and just explore a little bit more, see if we can spot this cassowary. I don't think we're going to spot any crocs. It seems like a pretty rare occurrence and only in certain weather conditions. So yeah, if you do come, you have to get some scones because they're so good, honestly. I think just toss it.
Ready?
But you better get it in.
Into the middle one.
So yeah, he's got to get it into the middle fountain. It's good luck. If he gets it into the bottom bit, it's bad luck, and he's got to try again and spend more money. Where'd that go? I didn't even see it. Oh, well, good. We're done. Easy. I didn't see where that went.
It's there. It's like over here. Come out here. In the fan.
Oh, it's there.
No, it's in the...
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. That one there. I can see it.
Oh, so I got some good luck and a little bit of the, dunno.
Half luck. I think the first one, that was good luck, right?
So maybe we'll fall down the stairs, maybe we won't fall down the stairs.
This is where the croc is, apparently. At the bottom of that, when the water was lower, there's a footing, and the crocodile was sitting on the footing.
A lot of water. Oh, look at the turtle out in the middle.
Turtle. I will say though, talking about crocodiles in there, we were swimming in that pool. I have confirmation from my mother, we were definitely swimming in there. So I guess the crocodiles are a fairly new thing. So no more swimming, unfortunately. Alrighty.
The grand staircase.
Grand staircase.
It is a pretty grand staircase.
It's a really good staircase. You're right there, bud. Flipping your hair.
Don't trip over.
Just check out this rainforest. It's so thick and beautiful. I love rainforest. Alright. Fishies!
The turbine's just inside that doorway on the left of that building.
See if I can zoom in.
You can just, there's the pipe leading up to it.
So there's a hydro power plant in there that works and runs all the electricity at the park, and also they have some EV charging stations out the front that are run by the hydro as well, so that's kind of cool. So back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, when the park was kind of in its prime, this was the picnic area, and they have these concrete picnic tables that are still here, looking very, very old. But yeah, so everyone would come and have a swim at the waterfall. And So this was the toilet, the lavatories.
Slash castle.
Slash the castle toilet. And they actually had flushing toilets, which at the time was pretty luxurious and quite a novelty.
So according to the tour guide, the Australian Army uniform camouflage pattern is inspired by or based off of this bark, which is of a Queensland kauri. Fun fact.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful, the colouring.
It is. It's like lichen or something.
Yeah.
Some kind of.
Pretty cool.
Some kind of.
It is definitely like the camouflage. And so tall. This is Kauri Avenue. So old mate Jose planted a bunch of kauris, and actually if you follow this avenue the other way, this way, all through there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you can see the waterfall. So at the start of this year there was a massive cyclone. Well, it wasn't a massive cyclone, but it was a very rain heavy cyclone. So the park received, what did they say? In 12 hours it was like
550 millimeters.
550 mil of rain in 12 hours, which is pretty insane. So what's this, Fred?
The bamboo forest.
Ah.
It's so warm in here.
It just got
Like
really
straight
warm.
away.
Much more
Like
humid.
we've walked like 15 meters and all of a sudden it's like 5 degrees warmer. And drier too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. That's so strange. It feels weird. I feel like that happens so suddenly.
I'm assuming you can hear all the bats, all that noise. So that's what are the bats called? I forgot. Mind blank.
Flying foxes.
Flying foxes. Flying fox bats, which are up there. I don't know if you can see them. I can see them,
Yeah,
but
okay.
yeah.
Oh, look at the little microbats flapping around. It's so cool.
Alright, we're back on the road. We are heading, it's about an hour north of where Paronella Park is. And we're going to be going to Babinda Boulders. So Babinda Boulders is another swimming spot. It's got the name Babinda Boulders because it's got really big boulders that sit in the water and then you kind of swim around and there's rock pools and stuff. So yeah, definitely a good spot for going for a dip. It's pretty warm today, so we're very keen to get there. We've just driven through the small town of Innisfail, and then we'll be at the town of Babinda shortly, and then it's a little way from Babinda to go. We can't camp there because the campground is no dogs, but there's another free camp nearby in the Babinda township, so we'll probably camp there the night, or depending how we feel we might just go all the way to Cairns. Cairns is only like an hour drive or something from here, so it's not very far, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, very excited for a swim soon. Hey Freddie, jump in bro, jump in. Show us what you got, mate. When I was a kid and we used to swim here, we used to swim kind of all through the boulders. A lot of it's closed off now because it is quite dangerous. And there are signs saying that 21 people have died here since the 80s or something. 65? Oh, was it 65? Sorry, since the 60s. That wasn't 21. So I actually think this is where we used to swim, which makes more sense. Much more swimmable, but so beautiful. But yeah, it's blocked off now, so we can't get in. Oh, it's so beautiful though. The water is amazing. We've really enjoyed our time at the Babinda Boulders. We've just been sitting in the car park basically working for a couple of hours. Had a great swim earlier on, that was really lovely. It's now 3:30, so we're going to go find somewhere to sleep for the night. There is a free camp back in town that we can take little doggy to, so we're going to go check that one out. And there's also another free camp further up the road, so we're going to just see which one we prefer. The Babinda free camp. It's pretty packed, but it is prime time right now. So, but yeah, there's a dump point, there's toilets, there's water points. Pretty good, really, considering it's free. But yeah, it is. It's so busy. Oh, where are we gonna go? Oh, there's some spots over there, I suppose. I can see people having fires as well. I don't know if that's when you get fire pits or not, but... What a meal! Prawn tacos, Chipotle prawn tacos with all the things. Chipotle. You excited? Coming to you from a random car park.
A random gravel pit.
Outside Babinda.
Outside Babinda.
That's our view tonight. Changes every night.
Every day is different.
Some days you're in the rainforest.
But every day there's sriracha.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. That is it for this video. I feel like this video we've done a lot. Paronella Park, I feel it took... it was so great to go. But it was well worth the ticket price, the whole experience, the campground. If you're ever in the area, 100% you've got to do it, and you've got to stay the night because the campground's really great, and having that nighttime experience is so worth it. So yeah, so I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We're gonna head into Cairns.
Gotta go to the post office.
We've got some chores to do in Cairns tomorrow. Post office. We're actually going to go check out my home, I wouldn't say hometown, it's like my home suburb of Cairns, Holloways Beach. So that's going to be really exciting. Check out the house I used to live in, and I'll take Freddie around all the haunts that we used to run around as kids. So that'll be fun. So I guess we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us build this channel. It is still so new to us, and the channel is so new, so any action down below we really appreciate, and we obviously will try and respond to any questions or comments that you guys have got. Thanks again, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye bye.